Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member Feinstein, members of the committee, Dr. Ford publicly accused me of committing evil. Evil. Think about that word. Those who supported me were complicit in evil. Think about that fact. Judge Kavanaugh is your worst nightmare. Judge Kavanaugh will threaten the lives of millions of Americans for decades to come. You sowed the wind. For decades to come, I fear that the whole country will reap the whirlwind. The consequences will extend long past my nomination. The consequences will be with us for decades. Think about that fact. An ugly new place in this country. Some combination of Animal House, Caddyshack, and Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And as we all know, in the United States political system of the early 2000s, what goes around comes around. I'm here today to tell the truth. People will die if I am confirmed. Think about that fact. During 1998, the year of the impeachment of President Clinton, our office generally, and I personally, were in the middle of an intense national evil and political spotlight. I and other leading members of Ken Starr's office were evil from head to toe. I've handled some of the most significant and sensitive cases affecting the lives and liberties of the American people. Think about that fact. As of the summer of 1982, Dr. Ford was 15 and could not drive yet. When I was in town, I spent much of my time working out, gangs, illegitimate children, fights on boats in Rhode Island, or hanging out and having some beers with friends and girls. Sometimes I had too many beers. I liked beer. I still like beer. There is a bright line between drinking beer, which I gladly do, and which I fully embrace, and sexually assaulting someone, which is a violent crime. One of our good female friends who we would admire and went to dances with had her name used on the yearbook page with the term alumnus. The term is related to sex. Tried to hide that. At the same time, I was also inwardly proud of it. Think about that. I am deeply grateful to President Trump for nominating me. I thank him for his steadfast support. We live in a country devoted to due process and the rule of law. That means taking allegations seriously. We've abandoned the basic principles of fairness and due process that define our legal system and our country. I ask you to judge me by the standard that you would want applied to your father, your husband, your brother, or your son. Thank you for allowing me to make my statement.